job, just control job.
Like once the wave came, I'm going.
The latest forecast track.
My name, Balaram Stack. It's a Hindu first name with my grandfather's middle name and Irish last name. When I was brought into the world, my mom and my two brothers were living in Florida, and they were living next to an ashram. But my mom got really close to the Guru Jaya, who gave me my name from birth.
Somebody came by and said, "Oh, there's a meditation class over at the retreat house. If you want to go, we'll watch the kids." All I heard was, "We'll watch the kids?" I don't care, I'm going to walk on hot coals. I don't care. Someplace I'm going to go and you're going to watch the kids? Oh my God. So I went. I got such a hit of spiritual energy apparently from her. And my family thought I was running off with the Moonies. I don't know how to explain it. I consider her a living saint. I have the opportunity to live in her presence. I'm going to do it. It's great. I mean, it was celibate, no drugs, people snuck cigarettes, but it was a nice way to live. And it was a wonderful way to raise kids. And they opened their own school on the ashram, and they have ultimately had like 40 acres, and it's friggin' amazingly beautiful.
I don't know much about that time, being that I was so young. We moved out of Florida when I was about 5. I just remember like going to darshan, and it was just like the puja, the fire puja around with Ma telling stories.
I got a phone call from my sister and said, "I want to put mommy in a nursing home." "Am I going to put no mommy in a nursing home?" And they said, "Come up here, because it's her house and her neighborhood, and let her live out her life here." So that's why we left the ashram.
Moving to New York, it was easy to settle in, you know. Like, I just remember it being like the start of a vacation or something.
He turned 6 shortly after we moved here, and then by the time he was 7, his brothers decided he needed a surfboard.
Red got me a custom from Cannibal, and that was like, I slept with the board in my bed for the first like week. Couldn't believe it.
This King of the Beach contest I saw a flyer for, and I went in the surf shop and I was like, "Should he do it?" And they're like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Mary, you don't understand. People are coming in from the boardwalk saying, 'Who's this kid?'" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "Nellie, what?" And he goes, "He knows how to read the wave." I said, "Read the wave? I can't get him to read a book and you're telling me he knows how to read the wave? What does that mean?"
So my first interaction with Balaram, this is like the first time I remember. So there was this place that doesn't break anymore. It was this little secret spot, quote unquote. Balaram's out. No idea who the kid was, just saw this little kid. He was tiny back then. I believe he was 9 at the time. And he just like, the first time I saw him, like I just knew the kid was different. So never knew he would kind of get to the heights he'd gone to, but basically you see the kid, he would drop in and he would actually do a bottom turn, come off the bottom and go square up into the lip. And it would fall a lot, but like you could just see like the mechanics were there. And, I just knew from that day. And then, just being the photographer, I was always kind of like, he is uber interested, and Mary is obviously insanely cool. So anytime there were waves, we kind of like I started going to his house, picking him up and going shooting and just getting him in the water.
The only guy that ever filmed or took photos or anything was Nelly, and then he was the only guy, and if he wasn't around, nobody was getting any photos or video or anything like that. He would shoot it all winter long, film photos, trying going to the beach, switching it out, coming back in, like snow on the ground, and he was super hardcore dedicated to it.
With the surf shop, started doing some contests and bringing some better surfers into town. I kind of saw those guys come into town, and just they were at that ripe, age where they kind of like see and replicate, and just, I think that's where most of it came from.
So I'm back here at the house, and he shows up with 2 trophies. How'd you get 2 trophies? I'm king of the beach.
Waiting for the sunshine. Waiting for the sunshine. Ooh.
Taking over.
It's the cove where we can take a walk down there where I kind of like started doing turns on a surfboard. There was a time when swell got in here, it was like, this is the backside of the inlet, and the inlet was deep enough for swell to come in, and it'd be the most perfect little right point break coming through here. And when there's no sand, you can go through the dock and like do like 4 turns. Now it's overtaken by TikTokers.
Moms and dads, here's that photo op time. Today's big winner, Balaram Stack. Give it up, folks.
I mean, getting into it, we knew nothing, you know? Like, my mom's never experienced a surf contest or a sponsor or anything of that nature, and we were pretty blind.
It was like a train that was coming down the tracks. Every single week was something else. And I went to Nellie and I said, where's the how-to book? And he's like, you're living it. Okay.
Quicksilver saw him, just understood that he was definitely head and shoulders above everybody else.
I was like, I don't understand. Why are they sending you clothes? And he said, Mom, because I surf well.
We never thought about it as being a career of any kind, like we never thought that at all.
Definitely didn't happen overnight. So for Bal to get from Bal, the good surfer in New York, to Bal today, I kind of feel like it's definitely, he had to really put in a lot more time. And then, eventually him, I think going to Hawaii is what kind of really broke him out of the pack.
The first year I went to Hawaii, I think I was 13 for a Quicksilver shoot. It was like a catalog shoot. They invited us on and I was too young to go alone. So luckily enough, my mom, I was stoked to have my mom to come through.
They wanted him to go to Hawaii and surf with Keanu, Singh, and put the New York and the Hawaii together and see how they do. So I told him, and he's like, Mom, I told everybody I'm going by myself. You are going by yourself. I'm not gonna crash. I'll get my own place. I'm just gonna be the lady on the plane next to you.
They're kind of showing us around and my mom wants to know everything and I just want to be in the water. So there's I don't know, I'm just like, let's talk more surf.
He would not take his eyes off the water to have any conversation with anybody.
It was like a second home for me and still kind of is, I spend most of my winters over there and being that I started doing that when I was 13, I've known everyone over there for a long time now and Like I was always at the Volcom house, even those years I was staying at the Quick House. Ty and Kaimana, they're all there and super welcoming always.
I think once he signed with Volcom, I feel like everyone was kind of like, or I personally was definitely like, almost so you could take like a breath, be like, all right, he's not that he's made it, but he's there, he's kind of in the spot, and now it's his to do with it, what he wants.
Kids from New York just don't get to go to Hawaii and paddle out a pipe. It doesn't happen like that.
Trust me, you wanna be high for this. Trust me, you wanna be high for this.
The city is like the calmness to the chaos. I get solitude in the city. You see all kinds of shit going on in the street. You get to see all the different friends in different neighborhoods you're always passing by, and it's just like every walk of life. I always loved repping where I was from. I got so lucky with the geography of where I'm at, you know, like I have to credit like 90% of my surf career to where I live, you know, like there's plenty of people that can fucking surf, but to be from New York, there's not many other people.
There is a difference in the water even though the hurricane's not here yet. You can begin to feel the vibrations.
I tried to 50-50 and my board went over. Chest planted.
The crew I grew up with here in Long Beach, it's just a bunch of rough around the edges, good-hearted punks in other ways, and saints in some ways. I actually didn't even like them to begin with. We're enemies in like the beginning. I would like get picked on and shit because they were all older than me. I was like the youngest out of all of them. I've been filming them for probably like close to 10 years now. So going to Hawaii with Val was probably was the game-changing moment where I was like, damn, that was probably the sickest thing I ever did with him. Just like the moments and shit we got to experience are pretty priceless. I always seem to come back here for some reason, and it's home, so you always want to come back. I don't know. Waves get really good here sometimes, just not very often, so when it does happen, it's pretty sick. We're seeing some long period kind of groundswell show up, so hopefully keeps building and we're getting barreled by the end of the day.
Oh my God. Wow. I look like a famous person. We'll keep him on. Yeah.
Coming.
Pretty much pumping. call it pumping. Definitely.
There's no escape, dude.
He lied. Yeah, that was so fun.
That was sick.
Fuck yeah.
Nah, here we go. Now you're hearing things I am saying. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Like as time went on, I came to realize my mother's position in my life and in my brother's lives, and there was nothing without her. There was no surfing, there was no going to the beach, there was no access to these contests, there was no access to talking to the surf shop even, you know? Like it was just the foundation always, was my mom.
Mary's basically the OG. Like I said, if it wasn't for her, he probably wouldn't even be doing the things he's doing now. You know, driving him to the beach every day, you know, bringing him to all the contests up and down the East Coast, just like dedicating all our time to him.
So it's a lot of work, you know. I know it's, you know, for any kid that's kind of that, like on that level, but she was like, she never gave up, got him to everywhere, and kid made it.
I think just giving him unconditional love and no judgment. And you let life teach, but you're there, you know, you're there. I'm there a lot. I'm on the beach a lot. I witness a lot. I love a good swell, and I love all the parking lot talk or the top of the hill talk. And the sport is just like no other. I mean, it's the most soulful sport that I can imagine. He's been literally all over the world and has friends literally all over the world. What a life. Surfing is always going to be in his blood. Always going to be in his blood.
Everybody has to look for peace. Don't let nobody beat you down. Stand on your own feet. Everything you do to help yourself makes you stronger. And if you give up on yourself, shame on you.
It's been a while since you felt like this.
I'd never gave up on you.
This.
Blessings, always bringing me joy. With each new blessing I'm receiving, always bringing me joy. Oh, blessings, oh, and it's bringing me joy. Oh, with each new blessing I receive, oh, and it's bringing me joy.
If you give up on yourself, shame on you. I never gave up on me.
Take good morning, good morning. The vibes are high. I repeat, the vibes are high for finals day here at the 2022 Pipe Masters. Balaram Stack was basically virtual Hawaiian at this point, the time that he's put in out here. Balaram, this one's gonna be. Yeah! Stack man, this guy. We got ourselves a new leader, and he's from New York City. How is that drop? This kid has got such incredible technique, and he's just put in the time and earned the respect of everyone here on the North Shore.
Here we go, boys. Final. Here we go.
Oh, Statman.
Wow. Get in there.
Oh. New York has something to say.
This guy.
New York has something to say. And with that, Balaram Stack from New York City,
Well deserved.
is your 2022 Vans Pipe Masters champion. That he has added his name to this historical list of Pipe Masters champions.
This is the famous Mary from Hail Mary. This is Balaram's newest. No way. Nada. I just thank you. Mahalo. She gifted him. She loves him very much. And